Pay attention to this parking garage footage. Asterisk, January 1st, 2026, asterisk, Seattle, Washington. Level 3 security camera captures exactly 18 seconds. You see a young woman, 28 years old, shoulder-length brown hair, wearing a gray coat and carrying a leather work bag. She walks past security booth C. The guard inside, mid-50s, balding, blue uniform, waves. She smiles, waves back. Small interaction. Routine. Happens every weekday morning at 7:42 a.m. for the past 46 days. But today is day 47, and Marcus Chen, the security guard, has been waiting for this exact morning. Because today Emily Hartford doesn't make it to her car, this 18-second clip will become the most analyzed footage in Seattle Police Department history, and what investigators discover in Marcus's locker will reveal he'd been planning this moment since the day he got hired. 3 weeks later, February 12, 2026, 5:33 a.m., jogger running along Puget Sound shoreline calls 911. Female voice, panicked. There's a body in the water, caught in the rocks. Responders arrive. They pull out Emily Hartford, hands bound with industrial zip ties, duct tape residue around mouth, weighted down with cinder blocks attached to rope around her waist. She'd been in the water 18 days while search teams combed the city. Medical examiner determined she was alive when she entered the water. Drowned. Struggled. The rope around her waist shows friction marks. She fought to stay at the surface. For how long? Estimated 12 to 15 minutes before exhaustion and hypothermia took over. Now most people think this is about a random abduction, a crime of opportunity. Wrong. This is about obsession, a 73-page journal, and a man who took a minimum wage security job specifically to access one woman. September 1st, 2025. Emily Hartford, 28, software engineer at TechCore Solutions, starts her first day. Company headquarters, downtown Seattle, 14-story building. Employees park an attached garage. 3 shifts of security guards monitor entrances. Emily parks level 3, space 342, closest to elevator. First day, 7:41 a.m. She walks past booth C. Security guard on duty that morning, David Lopez, 62, 18 years at the job. Emily smiles, says good morning. David waves. Normal. That day goes fine. Emily settles into her job, coding, meetings, team lunches. She's good at what she does. Team lead notices her talent within 2 weeks. Emily's friendly, professional, well-liked. By October, she's been there 2 months, and routine sets in. Every morning, park level 3, walk past booth C, smile at whichever guard is there. Take elevator to 49. October 14th, 2025. Marcus Chen applies for security position at Emily's building. Age 54, background check shows no criminal record. Resume claims 8 years experience in security, 3 previous companies. References check out. HR interviews him. Marcus is polite, professional, experienced. Hired on the spot. Starts October 20th, 2025. Training week. Marcus learns routes, protocols, alarm systems, camera blind spots. Every security guard rotates shifts. Booth A, main entrance. Booth B, rear loading dock. Booth C, parking garage, level 3. Marcus specifically requests booth C for his permanent assignment. Says he prefers quieter posts, less foot traffic. Supervisor agrees. Marcus assigned booth C 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Exactly Emily's schedule. First day at booth C, October 27th, 7:42 a.m. Emily walks past, doesn't notice anything different. New guard, same smile, same wave. Marcus watches her, doesn't wave back immediately, stares, just for 3 seconds, then waves. Emily doesn't notice. She's already at the elevator. But Marcus notices everything. Gray coat, leather bag, walks fast, earbuds in, coffee in left hand. Always coffee. That night, Marcus goes home to his apartment, 12 miles from the building. Studio sparsely furnished, no decorations, just functional. He opens a new notebook. Black, hardcover, 200 pages. Top of first page, he writes one name, Emily Hartford. Under it, he writes Day 1, October 27th, 2025, 7:42 a.m. Gray coat, leather bag, coffee, Starbucks cup, grande size, smiled. Didn't make eye contact. Walked fast, earbuds in, white earbuds. Probably iPhone, elevator button, pressed with right hand. Dominant hand, confirmed. He writes for 20 minutes. Every detail. Next morning. Day 2. Emily walks past at 7:43 a.m. 1 minute later than yesterday. Marcus writes it down. Navy coat today, different coat, same bag, same coffee, said good morning this time. Voice soft, polite, Midwest accent, possibly. Elevator doors open fast. She entered quickly. Button already lit, someone else already going to floor 9. Over the next 30 days, Marcus fills 15 pages. He catalogs everything. What Emily wears, what time she arrives, if she's on her phone, if she talks to anyone, which elevator she takes, how long she stays in the building, what time she leaves. November 18th. Emily leaves building 6:47 p.m., later than usual. Marcus is off duty, but he stayed. Waited in his car, parked on street level, different area, so she wouldn't see him. He follows her home, stays 3 cars back, professional. Emily drives to Fremont neighborhood, parks outside a small apartment complex. She goes inside, Unit 2D, second floor, corner unit. Marcus writes down the address. November 22nd. Marcus calls in sick, takes the day off, spends 6 hours watching Emily's apartment. He learns she leaves for work 7:15 a.m., gets coffee at Starbucks 2 blocks away, drives to work. Evenings, she goes to gym 3 times a week, grocery shops Thursdays, has friends over Saturdays. Marcus documents all of it. December 10th, 2025. Marcus's journal is now 42 pages. But on this day, something changes. Emily walks past booth C, 7:41 a.m. She's on her phone, laughing, talking to someone. Marcus hears her say, "Love you too. Talk later." She hangs up, smiling. Marcus writes in his journal that night. She has someone. Boyfriend. Husband. Unknown. Threat level increased. Need to confirm identity. Next 3 days, Marcus listens whenever Emily's on the phone near booth C. December 13th, he hears a name. Jason. She's talking about weekend plans. Dinner reservation. Jason's picking her up at 7. Marcus finds Emily's social media. Instagram, private account. But profile picture shows her with a man, tall, blonde, mid-30s. Caption from 3 months ago. 1 year with this guy, heart emoji. Marcus identifies him. Jason Trent, 34, marketing director, lives in Capitol Hill. Marcus writes, Jason Trent. Obstacle. Must be removed first or worked around. Current plan requires Emily to be isolated. Jason complicates extraction. December 20th, 2025. Marcus takes another sick day. Follows Jason. Learns his routine. Where he works, where he lives, what gym he goes to. Marcus is building a profile on everyone in Emily's life. By December 28th, Marcus has 58 pages. Then something happens that accelerates everything. January 2nd, 2026. Emily and Jason break up. Investigators later find text messages. Jason ended it, said he's moving to San Francisco for work, doesn't want long distance. Emily is devastated. Marcus notices January 3rd. Emily arrives at work, eyes red, no smile, doesn't wave, walks straight to elevator. Marcus writes, she's alone now. Vulnerable. Timeline moves forward. January 5th, Marcus begins phase 2. He starts engaging Emily in conversation. Before, just waves. Now, he talks. Morning, Emily. Cold out today. Emily. Surprised he knows her name. Smiles politely. Yeah, freezing, that's all. But it's a start. January 8th. Marcus brings up Starbucks. I see you're a Starbucks regular. Me too. Best coffee, right? Emily, still polite? Yeah, can't function without it. Laughs. Walks away. January 12th. Marcus asks how work's going. Busy? Emily says, always, deadlines, you know. Marcus nods, sympathetic. I get it. Stressful job. You work hard. Emily appreciates the acknowledgement. Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot sometimes. Over 2 weeks, Marcus has 5 conversations, each one slightly longer, slightly more personal. Emily starts to see him as friendly, safe, just a nice security guard. January 18th. Emily mentions she's stressed about a project. Marcus says, you should take a break, go for a walk, clear your head. I'll make sure your car's safe. Emily laughs. Thanks, Marcus. First time she says his name. He writes that night. She trusts me now. Connection established. Ready for final phase. January 20th. Marcus writes in his journal. Day 47 will be January 22nd. 2 days. Everything is ready. I've timed her routine. 7:42 a.m. She parks level 3, space 342. She walks past booth C. Elevator is 40 feet away. Camera at elevator, but blind spot between booth and camera. 12 feet, 4 seconds of coverage gap. Stairwell door adjacent to booth, no camera inside stairwell. Leads to sub-level maintenance area, also no cameras. Exit from sub-level through service door to alley. Van parked in alley, rental, fake ID, untraceable. Drive time to water, 18 minutes. Weights prepared. Rope. Zip ties. She will be gone before anyone notices. January 22nd, 2026, 38 a.m. Marcus arrives early. He props stairwell door open slightly. Just a crack, unnoticeable. He places a small bag inside stairwell. Contents. Zip ties. Duct tape. Cloth soaked in chloroform. Gloves. His van is parked in alley, engine running, driver's side door unlocked. 7:42 a.m. Emily arrives. Park space 342. Gets out. Gray coat. Leather bag. Coffee. She walks toward booth C. Marcus steps out. Smiles. Morning, Emily. Emily smiles. Morning, Marcus. She keeps walking. Marcus moves with her. Hey, quick question. There's a package in the stairwell with your name. I think it was misdelivered. Can you check? Emily stops. A package. Yeah, just inside the door. Take a second. Emily, confused but trusting, walks toward stairwell. Marcus follows. She opens the door, steps in. Marcus follows immediately. Door closes. No cameras. What happens in the next 60 seconds? Investigators reconstruct from evidence. Marcus grabs Emily from behind. Cloth over her mouth. Chloroform. Emily fights. Drops coffee. Bag falls. But Marcus is 6'1", 210 pounds. Emily is 5'4", 120 pounds. She loses consciousness within 40 seconds. Marcus zip ties her hands. Duct tape over mouth. Drags her downstairs to sublevel. Sublevel maintenance area. Empty. No workers this early. Marcus exits through service door. Alley. His van is 10 feet away. He lifts Emily inside. Closes door. 7:44 a.m. Van drives away. Total time from parking garage to van, 6 minutes. No one saw. Parking garage camera shows Emily walking toward booth C at 7:42 a.m. Then nothing. She vanishes. 8:30 a.m. Emily's team lead notices she's not at her desk. Unusual. Emily's never late. Sends email. No response. 9/7 uncalls Emily's phone. Goes to voicemail. 10 a.m. Team lead contacts HR. HR checks with security. Security reviews footage. They see Emily arrive, walk toward elevator, but she never reaches it. They check stairwell. Find her coffee cup spilled, her bag on the floor. They call police. 10:47 a.m. Seattle police arrive. Abduction confirmed. Detective Elena Ramirez takes lead. She interviews Marcus. He says Emily walked past his booth. He waved. She went toward elevator. He didn't see her after that. Maybe she took the stairs. His story matches the footage. He seems cooperative, concerned. Detective has no reason to suspect him. But then, she asks to check security logs. Who has access to stairwell doors? All guards have keys. She asks Marcus to open his locker. Standard procedure. Marcus hesitates. Detective notices. Is there a problem? Marcus says no. Opens locker. Inside, work jacket, thermos, and a black notebook. Detective asks, what's that? Marcus says, personal journal, notes. Detective asks to see it. Marcus refuses. That makes her suspicious. She gets a warrant. 48 hours later, they open the journal. 73 pages. Every single day. Emily's routine. Her clothes. Her habits. Sketches of her apartment. Jason's information. Timeline for day 47. The plan, stairwell, van, water, weights, everything. Detective Ramirez immediately issues arrest warrant. Marcus Chen, kidnapping, suspected homicide. But Marcus is gone. Disappeared. His apartment is empty. Van is found abandoned in Tacoma, wiped clean. No fingerprints, no DNA. Marcus planned his exit. 3-week manhunt. FBI involved. National alert. Then, February 12th, Emily's body is found. Forensics match zip ties to brand sold at hardware store near Marcus's apartment. Receipt found in his trash during apartment search, dated January 18th. Purchased zip ties, duct tape, rope, cinder blocks. Credit card trace shows Marcus used ATM in Vancouver, Canada, January 25th. He crossed the border. Interpol notified. February 20th. Marcus is arrested in Vancouver trying to board a flight to Taiwan. Extradited to U.S. March 5th. Trial begins October 8th, 2026. Prosecution presents journal, receipts, timeline, security footage, Emily's body, forensic evidence. Marcus's defense argues circumstantial, no witnesses, no DNA at scene, but the journal is damning. Premeditation, obsession, plan executed perfectly except for one mistake, writing it all down. Jury deliberates 6 hours. Guilty. First-degree murder. Kidnapping. November 14th. Sentencing. Life without parole. But here's what haunts investigators. During interrogation, Marcus said one thing before his lawyer stopped him. She smiled at me every day. She was kind. That's why I chose her. Kindness makes people easier to approach, easier to trust. Detective Ramirez asked, "How long were you watching women before Emily?" Marcus smiled. His lawyer ended the interview. That question was never answered. When police searched Marcus's storage unit, they found 3 other notebooks, different names, different women, all from previous security jobs, all cataloged the same way. Routines, patterns, habits. But none of those women were harmed. Emily was the first he acted on. Or was she? 2 of the women from those notebooks were contacted by police, both alive. Both had no idea they'd been watched. But the 3rd woman, listed in a notebook from 2019, Amanda Cortez, Denver, Colorado, missing since March 2020. Case unsolved. Investigators are now reviewing that case. Emily Hartford's last moment of freedom was 7:42 a.m., January 22, 2026, walking past a security guard she thought was friendly. She had 2 minutes before she was grabbed. If she'd known, would she have run? Called someone? Or would she have still smiled, still trusted, because that's who she was? We'll never know. But we know this. Marcus Chen spent 88 days preparing, took a job to access her, documented every detail, waited for her to be isolated, then executed his plan in 6 minutes. All because she smiled. If you work in an office building, parking garage, anywhere with security personnel, understand this. Emily did nothing wrong. She was polite, professional, normal, but that normalcy became her routine, and routine becomes predictable. Predictable becomes vulnerable. Here's what you can do. Vary your arrival times. Don't park in the same spot every day. Don't engage in prolonged personal conversations with security or maintenance staff. Not because they're all dangerous, but because you don't know who's watching. If someone knows your name without you telling them, question it. If someone knows details about your life you didn't share, report it. Trust your instincts. If someone's attention feels excessive, it probably is. The Emily Hartford case closed November 2026. Marcus Chen is in prison. Emily is dead. Jason Trent, her ex-boyfriend, said at her memorial, "I keep thinking, if we hadn't broken up, would she still be here? Would he have chosen someone else? Or would he have come after me too?" Investigators told him Marcus's journal had one line about Jason. Obstacle removed naturally. Fate is cooperating. Marcus saw the breakup as a sign, as permission. Emily's parents filed a lawsuit against the security company. Negligence. Hiring without psychological evaluation. Case settled out of court. Undisclosed amount. The company now requires psychological screenings for all security hires. Too late for Emily. But 18 employees were quietly let go after failing new screenings. How many of them had notebooks? We don't know. Emily's last 18 seconds on camera show her walking, smiling, coffee in hand. She looks peaceful. Happy even, despite the breakup. She's just going to work. Marcus is visible in the frame for 3 seconds, watching her. If you pause the footage at 7:42:16, you can see his expression. Not friendly. Not polite. Focused. Predatory. But Emily never saw it. She was looking ahead, toward the elevator, toward her day. She never saw him watching. None of us do. That's the lesson. The threat isn't always visible. Sometimes it's the person you smile at every day. The person who waves back. The person who seems safe because they wear a uniform and a badge. Emily trusted her environment. She trusted routine. She trusted a smile. and it cost her everything. If you work in any job where you see the same people daily, vary your patterns. Don't be predictable. Don't overshare. And if someone's paying too much attention, say something. Document it, report it, create that record. Emily had no idea she was being cataloged. 73 pages of her life written by someone she barely knew. By the time anyone realized, it was too late. Don't let your kindness become your vulnerability. Don't let routine become a trap. Emily smiled at a security guard. 47 days later, she was dead. All because he was counting.